My name's Paul Claremont. I've been on my spiritual path for 13 years at this point, a very long time. I've had so much trouble. It's, due to these severe physical and mental challenges I've been dealing with. I've been doing it alone this whole time. Started when I was 19. And, I wanted to follow the path of the Buddha, Theravada Buddhism, and achieve the goal of nirvana. So, high level stuff here, not messing around on my path. And basically, I just couldn't get anywhere. There was just so many divergent paths and advice and guidance that was coming my way. I didn't make clear progress, and I was very devoid of hope, and I didn't have much faith that I could still achieve enlightenment in this lifetime. But that changed upon meeting Ra. So I did an interview with Ra on my YouTube channel where I teach about educational spiritual topics, the path to enlightenment. And after hearing his story, his in-depth, detailed path about how he got to where he is today, after hearing that, I knew that he was the real deal. And I was confident that this was somebody that could actually help me out, even as somebody who's been studying and practicing all sorts of different, spiritual topics in depth over 13 years. But besides that, something else that drew me to the program was this thing called transmission teachings. Now, this was something I heard about in spiritual literature. I've got like 100 books on my bookshelves out there. It's something that comes up when you read about yogis. And so Ra is capable of this. He's capable of these transmission teachings. So this means when he's doing guided meditations, he'll exert his consciousness. He'll create a container with his consciousness and kind of show you the truth directly to your energy body. And I'm not somebody that really feels external energies, like when you get Reiki and things like that. I don't think of myself as someone who really feels energies. But with his meditations, I do. I tangibly feel them. It's done, it's manifested in so many different ways, but the most powerful was it was my first class, and his field was so strong that it actually felt like my fingers vanished. It just felt like I was immersed in a sea of pranic energy, and not in a bad way. It was it's very cool. And I'll find myself becoming drowsy from the high vibrational energies too. So yeah, that's been key for me. I've had a hard time meditating this whole time. I've been battling my mind these last 13, 15 years. So I haven't seen tangible samadhi meditation progress, at least not consistently. I've been in the program for 6 months at this point. So we're going to expound on a few of my key takeaways from Ra Netjer's Integrated Awakening Program, Tier Level 2. And his techniques, his program, has helped me conquer these underlying challenges one by one, these sort of, I want to say manic crows within my mind that are just constantly cawing and flapping and keeping the mind distracted, right? I'm sure you can all relate to that. But yeah, so the transmission aspect of his meditations has been huge. I love attending them because now I have confidence that I'm actually gaining something from a meditation. Normally, I'm just fighting my mind and it's like, okay, after 40 minutes, maybe I'm peaceful, right? But now I know, now I feel reassured that when I'm going into these classes, into these meditations, that I'm actually gaining something at a deeper level. I'm actually making progress at a deeper level. And I do see that evidentially as well, okay? In different forms. It'll manifest in different forms. I'll see it in changes, subtle changes in perception. I'll see it in the energy within my body changing and shifting. I'll see it within the samskaras, the mental tendencies that most trouble us, arising and becoming very prominent. That's what high-level energies do. They bring up whatever's blocking you from going higher, okay? So yeah, that's been huge. He has empowered mantra. He has this technique called bodhicitta, this Buddhist technique, that it's a visualization technique. It helps us develop goodwill and love. And And last is the chakra meditation, empowered chakra music meditation. So all these have been empowered. And once again, all of these give me faith and sort of joy in using the techniques, feeling like I'm actually getting somewhere, feeling like it's slowly chipping away at all of these subconscious blocks that are standing in my way of peace of mind. So like I said, his program was important for me, not only because I believed in him as a teacher, saw tangible evidence of that, but because I was in the dark night of the soul for so long, practicing by myself. I didn't have any other fellow seekers within the sort of Eastern spirituality tradition, the Buddhist and Hindu traditions. I didn't have any teacher. And so it was all a solo tour. It was all my own sort of seeking and guidance and study. And like I said, that I didn't get too far, at least in my own estimate. And so his program, it brought me out of that. Yes, there were many challenges within the program for me, which is understandable. That's to be expected. But it gave me faith and hope again that I can achieve my goal of enlightenment. Another thing that I love about this program is the community. So we have the high-level teacher, the teacher you can have faith in. We call that an enlightened mentor in his program. Usually you hear the term guru, but this is more of an approachable term, spiritual awakening mentor. So we have this, we have the community, the Sangha. This was another important piece for me in light of what I said about how I've been alone on the path. So having this group of like-minded, advanced, dedicated seekers has been very helpful, very powerful to meditate in the group setting. Number one, in the classes. Number two, it's always enjoyable to hear everybody else's experiences with the meditations we do. We'll share afterwards if anybody had profound shifts, profound revelations, even just challenges you're working through. Whatever it is, it's always useful to hear other people's testimonies. Not only because maybe you can relate to the challenges they're going through, but also inspiration if they have, had some kind of profound breakthrough or achievement. And I would say last, an interesting part, this is the integrated awakening program, by the way. That means we're incorporating it into our worldly life. It's not a program for how to be a yogi, chilling in your bedroom by yourself, moving to India, becoming a renunciate, right? It's integrated. So it's more like karma yoga, the path of action in worldly life. And so it was surprising or refreshing, actually, that part of Ra's path really focuses on bringing all of this spirituality into enhancing your worldly life, into bringing you more into alignment with your true path, your true purpose, and shedding all of the obstacles of unskillful speech and action regarding other people, bringing more joy into your daily life. For me, personal power has been a huge deficit throughout my entire life. It's been a huge challenge. It's been the cause of much of my suffering. And so Ra has been helping me with that as well, in conjunction with everything else. It's kind of the capstone, the missing piece for me. So yes, I highly recommend Ra Netjer's Integrated Awakening Program. For you too, this is my experience after 6 months. If y'all are interested, I highly recommend giving it a shot, checking out the website, check out his interviews, check out the one with us, he and I, on my spiritual YouTube channel. I'll leave the link for his website below. Thank you. Namaste.